Welcome to the Track Paths Beyond the Call podcast, where history, leadership, and heroism come alive. Today's episode explores the story of Specialist 4th Class Edward Allen DeVore Jr., a powerful account of courage and perseverance during the Vietnam War. If you enjoy learning more about military history and extraordinary individuals, be sure to visit trackpads.com for articles, podcasts, and more. Specialist 4th Class Edward Allen DeVore Jr. distinguished himself through exceptional bravery and sacrifice during the Vietnam War, actions for which he was posthumously awarded the Medal of Honor. On March 17, 1968, near Saigon, while serving as a machine gunner with Company B, 4th Battalion, 39th Infantry, 9th Infantry Division, DeVore's courageous actions saved numerous lives at the cost of his own. His selfless act of heroism remains a powerful reminder of the true meaning of service and sacrifice. Amid a violent firefight 5 kilometers south of Saigon, DeVore stood firm against overwhelming enemy fire, establishing a crucial defensive position that enabled his comrades to retreat safely. Even after sustaining serious injuries, he continued his assault, drawing enemy fire upon himself and ultimately making the ultimate sacrifice. His last stand embodies the highest values of bravery and selflessness, providing a lasting inspiration to all who learn his story. Historical context. In 1968, the Vietnam War reached a critical and tumultuous turning point marked by intense combat, political upheaval, and shifting public opinion in the United States. The Tet Offensive, launched earlier that year by North Vietnamese and Viet Cong forces, had significantly impacted American morale and military strategy. Battles throughout the country became increasingly violent and costly, underscoring the grueling nature of the conflict. Strategically located near the South Vietnamese capital of Saigon, the Mekong Delta region, where DeVore's unit operated, was critically important due to its extensive waterways and agricultural resources. This region was heavily contested, with North Vietnamese forces and Viet Cong guerrillas utilizing guerrilla warfare tactics, ambushes, and booby traps against American and South Vietnamese forces. United States soldiers faced extreme environmental conditions, navigating through swamps, jungles, and rice paddies, often under intense fire. The 9th Infantry Division, known as the Old Reliables, played a central role in operations aimed at disrupting enemy strongholds and supply routes throughout the Delta region. The division frequently undertook reconnaissance and force missions to engage enemy positions directly and aggressively. These operations were critical in weakening the enemy's ability to wage effective guerrilla warfare, although they often came at a high cost in casualties. On March 17, 1968, the reconnaissance and force mission involving Specialist DeVore's Company B exemplified the division's aggressive strategy. Tasked with penetrating deeply fortified enemy positions, the soldiers confronted heavy automatic weapons fire, mines, grenades, and concealed bunkers. Combat scenarios such as this highlighted the brutal and unpredictable nature of warfare in Vietnam, placing enormous physical and psychological demands on soldiers like DeVore. Within this broader context of hardship and danger, the actions of Specialist DeVore and his fellow soldiers underscored the extraordinary personal bravery required to operate effectively in such conditions. Medics, infantrymen, and gunners alike had to demonstrate not only tactical proficiency but also remarkable courage and resilience. DeVore's heroic conduct was emblematic of the sacrifices routinely faced by those serving in Vietnam, profoundly influencing how history remembers this divisive and difficult conflict. Personal background. Edward Allen DeVore Jr. was born on June 15, 1947, in Torrance, California, and grew up in the neighboring city of Harbor City. He enlisted in the United States Army in 1966, driven by a profound sense of duty and commitment to serve his country during a challenging and divisive era in American history. As a young soldier, DeVore quickly distinguished himself through discipline and leadership, eventually serving as a machine gunner with the 9th Infantry Division deployed to Vietnam. Tragically, Specialist DeVore's extraordinary bravery cost him his life during the intense combat operation near Saigon. Posthumously honored with the Medal of Honor, his heroism continues to resonate through commemorations and memorials, including his burial at Green Hills Memorial Park in San Pedro, California. Today, DeVore's legacy serves as a poignant reminder of the sacrifices made by countless soldiers during the Vietnam War, inspiring future generations to value service, courage, and selflessness. Medal of Honor citation for conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity in action at the risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty. Specialist 4th Class DeVore distinguished himself by exceptionally valorous actions on the afternoon of March 17, 1968, while serving as a machine gunner with Company B on a reconnaissance in-force mission approximately 5 kilometers south of Saigon. Specialist 4th Class DeVore's platoon, the company's lead element, abruptly came under intense fire from automatic weapons, claymore mines, rockets, and grenades from well-concealed bunkers in a nipa palm swamp. One man was killed and 3 wounded about 20 meters from the bunker complex. Specialist 4th Class DeVore raced through a hail of fire to provide a base of fire with his machine gun, enabling the point element to move the wounded back to friendly lines. After supporting artillery, gunships, and airstrikes had been employed on the enemy positions, a squad was sent forward to retrieve their fallen comrades. Intense enemy frontal and enfilading automatic weapons fire pinned down this element in the kill zone. With complete disregard for his personal safety, Specialist 4th Class DeVore assaulted the enemy positions. Hit in the shoulder and knocked down about 35 meters short of his objectives, Specialist 4th Class DeVore, ignoring his pain and the warnings of his fellow soldiers, jumped to his feet and continued his assault under intense hostile fire. Although mortally wounded during this advance, he continued to place highly accurate suppressive fire upon the entrenched insurgents. By drawing the enemy fire upon himself, Specialist 4th Class DeVore enabled the trapped squad to rejoin the platoon in safety. Specialist 4th Class DeVore's extraordinary heroism and devotion to duty in close combat were in keeping with the highest traditions of the military service and reflect great credit upon himself, the 39th Infantry, and the United States Army. The Battle and Medal of Honor actions. On March 17, 1968, Specialist 4th Class Edward Allen DeVore Jr. and his platoon were leading a reconnaissance in-force mission roughly 5 kilometers south of Saigon, an area fraught with hidden dangers and entrenched enemy positions. The dense nipa palm swamp provided ample cover for Viet Cong forces, who had prepared an ambush, heavily fortifying their bunkers with automatic weapons, claymore mines, rockets, and grenades. As DeVore's unit advanced, they abruptly encountered intense and sustained enemy fire, immediately resulting in casualties. The first moments of the ambush were devastating. One soldier was killed outright and 3 others lay severely wounded, dangerously exposed just 20 meters from enemy bunkers. Understanding the critical urgency of the situation, DeVore unhesitatingly raced forward through a torrent of bullets and explosives. Establishing a crucial firing position, he provided suppressive fire with his machine gun, enabling other soldiers to extract their wounded comrades from the line of fire and move them to relative safety. As the combat escalated, artillery, helicopter gunships, and airstrikes were called in to pound the enemy bunkers. Yet a group of soldiers, attempting to recover their fallen comrades, became pinned down under relentless automatic weapons fire. Recognizing their desperate situation, DeVore again stepped forward with extraordinary bravery. Completely disregarding his personal safety, he launched an aggressive assault against the heavily fortified enemy positions, intentionally drawing their fire toward himself. During his courageous assault, DeVore was hit by enemy fire in the shoulder, knocking him to the ground just 35 meters from the enemy bunkers. Although severely wounded and suffering significant pain, he refused to heed his comrades' desperate pleas to stay down. Instead, driven by selfless determination, DeVore regained his footing and pressed on through the relentless barrage, continuing his attack and directing intense suppressive fire onto the enemy. Despite his critical injuries, DeVore persisted, maintaining accurate and effective machine gun fire that prevented the enemy from regrouping or targeting the stranded soldiers. His fearless actions and unwavering resolve provided the crucial window necessary for the trap squad to break free from the deadly kill zone and safely rejoin their platoon. Even as his strength waned, DeVore's final moments were marked by his commitment to protecting his fellow soldiers, reflecting an unmatched depth of bravery. Specialist DeVore's extraordinary heroism ultimately cost him his life, as he succumbed to his wounds following his selfless assault. His courageous decision to deliberately draw enemy fire upon himself undeniably saved multiple lives that day. His valiant conduct remains a testament to the exceptional bravery and sacrifice embodied by Medal of Honor recipients, forever memorializing his actions in military history. Reflections and lessons learned. Specialist Edward DeVore's remarkable bravery under fire provides enduring lessons in the principles of courage, self-sacrifice, and leadership in crisis. His willingness to risk his life repeatedly for the sake of his fellow soldiers underscores a profound ethical commitment to the collective good, emphasizing that true heroism often involves the willingness to shoulder personal risk for the benefit of others. DeVore's actions compel us to reflect deeply on what we are willing to sacrifice in our roles as leaders, teammates, and community members. DeVore's extraordinary determination to continue his mission despite severe injury exemplifies resilience under the most challenging circumstances. His story teaches us that courage is not the absence of fear or pain, but rather the ability to act decisively in spite of overwhelming adversity. This invaluable lesson extends beyond the military realm, inspiring resilience and steadfastness in all aspects of personal and professional life. Furthermore, DeVore's conduct during battle highlights the critical importance of decisiveness and clarity under pressure. His actions demonstrate how individual leadership and resolve can directly influence the outcome of complex and volatile situations. His legacy remains relevant today, offering powerful insights to military personnel, first responders, and leaders in all sectors who must navigate crises while maintaining composure, compassion, and unwavering dedication to their duties. Closing. Specialist 4th Class Edward Allen DeVore Jr.'s extraordinary bravery and ultimate sacrifice during the Vietnam War symbolize the profound essence of selfless service and courage under fire. Historians' actions serve not only as an enduring testament to the valor and dedication exhibited by America's servicemen and women, but also as a powerful example for future generations to follow. Join us next time in Beyond the Call, Medal of Honor stories as we uncover more inspiring tales of heroism, sacrifice, and leadership. Remember to subscribe, share this story, and help preserve the legacy of these remarkable individuals. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of the TrackFez Military Podcast. If you would like to dive deeper into more stories of bravery, leadership, and history, visit trackpads.com. Until next time, keep exploring, stay inspired, and remember, the lessons of the past shape the warriors of the future.